Let's see. It'll pick up. Hey, welcome. We're in Worship Band Builder. Live. We're here with Zander and Mike. We got Mike over here. Look, we're going to be doing like this. Mike, what's up, Mike? Welcome to the channel. This is going to be. It sounds kind of loud in here, but that's okay. It's going to get louder because we're going to be learning the minor pentatonic with Zander. Zander, do you know how to play a minor pentatonic?
No.
Have you ever played one?
No.
But you know how to play Sweet Child of Mine, don't you?
Okay.
Alright, so minor pentatonic is probably the most important. See, I was telling Mike this. This is Zander and Michael. Zander's, you're going to play in youth band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And so I said, I'm going to show you how to do this, but we're going to do it on the live stream. So he was like, okay. He's not nervous at all. He can't wait for this. Alright, so we're going to do minor pentatonic. I'm going to show you guys the minor pentatonic. So the goal for the first session is to learn the minor pentatonic scale. Minor pentatonic scale is like probably the most used scale of all scales in the land of scales for all rock songs. Okay, I'm not going to be able to just pull these riffs out of my head today, but most of the riffs that you play, like in rock music, even in especially the worship genre, are going to originate from the minor pentatonic. And when you want to solo and you want to ad-lib, you're always going to find this as your home base, right? Home base minor pentatonic. So, what is that? No, that's Mikey. All right, here's the minor pentatonic. Now I'm gonna have to turn towards you. This is the first real live session guitar session thing we've done here. So this is what the minor pentatonic scale looks like. Xander, watch me. I guess you can watch the screen. Look at that. It goes like this. All right. Okay. We'll do it again. Okay. Then. On 12, so it's like 12, 15.
So you did it before.
Yeah, so go first finger, 12. Right, have you done that
like the
before?
blues scale now.
It is, yeah, it is like the blues scale. Yeah. But so it is, the blues scale is basically in this thing as well. Alright. Hey, Zander. Alright, so let's see. Does your dad have the scale? Yeah. Alright. 12 pinky. You gotta use a pinky. So it's gotta be the pinky. I'm gonna go on you now. Okay. On your hands. I'm gonna get this in here. Alright, so Zander's gonna be doing 12, and then, so 12 with the first finger, and then the fourth finger goes up to the 15th fret, like that. Right, good. And then the next one down is 12, 14. Did I say 14 before? I meant 15. Correct. And this one you're going to use your third finger. So third finger right there. Yep. Now watch this pattern goes all the way down. So there's three of those. 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14. One more. Now the last two is 12, 15, 12, 15. So pinky. 12. So first finger, pinky, first finger, pinky.
On the bottom two.
Yep. Yep, these last two are follow. Yeah. Alright, so let's go back up to the 12-15. So 12-15. And then next one is 12-14. Next one's 12-14. 12-14. 12-15. And then 12-15 on the top. Yep, 12-15 and then 12-15 again. Yep. Right, yeah, that's good. Yeah, 12-15, 12-15. So yeah, alright, let's turn it up. What does the blues scale get you? Do you know what it gets you?
What do you say?
What does it get? It gets you everything, right, in life. The blues scale gets you everything.
That's almost identical to the blues.
Yeah, if you
don't do that.
So that's, Michael, that scale you showed me where you went. You can play, and we won't do this tonight, but you can play every note in between the minor pentatonic. So you can go minor pentatonic like this. or you can go. Those are all passing. You can also go outside. That makes it more bluesy, yeah. But go on the 12th fret. First finger on the 12th fret. There we go. Now we're going to do just the basic form. Yeah, let's do that again. 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. Now Zander. All right. So Michael or Zander. Let's do it. Can you do G, C, E minor, D?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to show you what you can do with the blues scale. I won't go out of it. I'll try not to go out of it. So if I play this drum beat and you play G 4 beats, C 4 beats, E minor 4 beats, D, and you can play too G, C, E minor, D. Okay, then we'll go to C, E minor, okay, and then D. Watch. Alright, just keep doing that. Go to G, and this is minor pentatonic. C. Yeah. That's all this minor pentatonic. I was doing this the whole time. Right? Right.
So you can do the minor in the key of G for G?
Yeah, so you got, so this is a good question, because G major is the key, and then E minor is the relative minor.
Right.
So if you're playing in G, I'm going to solo in relative minor, E minor. E minor pentatonic is going to be easier. You could do E minor. We don't know all those scales yet, but there's different places to play the regular E minor. This one would be the most. So I think I showed you that earlier, Michael. But you can. We're just going to stick with the minor pentatonic and get the idea for that. But you can use the relative minor or the major.
So there's a difference between a relative minor pentatonic and a major pentatonic?
Yeah.
Major, wow.
Yeah, a major pentatonic would be like if you played a major, like a G major. Let's not. I'm not going to try to explain that right now because I'm going to confuse myself and probably most other people. So what I would do in the key of G, I would play. If I was going to solo, so this Zander, listen, this might go a little bit above what we're talking about in this lesson, but I'm going to solo all over the neck. I'm going to use two scales. I'm going to use G major and E minor. Any form of G major or E minor. So once you learn where all those forms are, you can do G major here, E minor here, and then you can go E minor pentatonic, and then you can go E minor pentatonic, G major, E minor, E minor, G major. I feel like my guitar has like a chord, like a double on it. Does that make sense? So you can play any form of G major or E minor pentatonic. Tonight we're learning E minor pentatonic. Just the
E
one,
minor.
yeah, E minor.
G minor.
Oh yeah, E minor.
E minor.
So do you know why E minor is right here? Do you know why this is E minor? All right, let's talk about this. When you play the minor pentatonic scale, no matter where you put it, the first finger is the root, and that tells you the name. So if you put it here, it's E minor. If you put it here, it's D minor. here it's G minor, because your first finger is the root. So if you know the notes on the neck, the top notes on the neck, so E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. So, then you can play any minor pentatonic. So you learn the one form, move it around, right? That's how root notes work in scales. The scale and the root note is the first finger on that scale. So if you start it here, you know what note that is? You know what note that is? It's a G note. So if I played the scale here, it would be G minor. If I played it here, it's A minor. If I played it here, it's A sharp minor. See what I mean? So you can just keep moving it around. If I play it here, it's B minor. So if you play a D chord, I'll play the relative minor. So those notes I'll go with it. The relative minor goes. So if that was the key of D, I could play D minor. But that's a little more advanced. If we play the minor pentatonic, E minor pentatonic, let's do it again. That's what we're going to try to get. Let's try E minor pentatonic. All right. Go ahead and try it, Zander. You're on the 12th fret. You have to start at the 12th fret. I will tell you that's E. So 12th fret, go ahead. Go slow. Go real slow. There you go. Now go backwards. Good. All right. That's good. That's good. All right. Never forget that scale. That's the most important. So do that again. Yeah, good. Are you going down up or are you just going down?
Down.
Can you go down up like this? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. Down, up, down. Just do it slower than that, but just go down, up.
What about the opposite way? How do you do it?
When you come up, you go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's tough. You're used to one way. That's cool. So
We have to do this. So I will zoom in here and I'll show
down,
you.
up, and then up, down.
Yeah, when you're going down, so I'm going to try to get this on there. Let's say you're... All right, watch that, Zander, and I'm going to show you this. This is how alternate picking works. And alternate picking is important because you can't do all downs. So when you're going down, you're going to go down, up, down, up, little movements. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then on the next up, you start backwards. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Oh, that's how you go. That makes sense. That's how you can do that.
So
Just go slow, you can go fast?
yeah, and everybody out there, and Zander, you're gonna practice as slow as possible. So you're just gonna on alternate picking. Your technique's good. He's got good technique. He's got his pinky down here. He's got just a little bit of pick hanging out, and then your movement. This is extremely difficult. Okay, to master this is extremely hard, and you only master it by going like this. Okay, just little teeny movements and just as slow as you can. And then, no, right there, up. Keep going, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so you've got backwards. When you get to the bottom, you go down, up, and then you go down, up, down, up. So when you're going up, you start on the up. When you go down, you start on the down. Down, up, and then down again. Now go back to the next finger. So this finger, watch this real slow. Down, up, down, up, down. Because you already hit this one up, and now you go down. And then up, down, up, down, Yeah, that was right. You know what I mean? When you get to the bottom, you're going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It switches. Mm-hmm. But if you're starting at the bottom, let's say you started right at the bottom, you would just start up. You know, up, down, up, down, up. And there's not like a hard, fast rule on this. Like you're going to have to always go. Because some guys might want to come from the bottom and go down, up, down, up, down, up. You know, but it just depends. You know. But in practice, like you would want to go down, up, 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 down. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. You got the smile, like you got it. Yeah. All right, let's see it. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, and I can see it feels awkward to do the up, right? Mm-hmm. So it's at the very beginning. So when you go home to practice, do not do this like super fast. Don't go super fast. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Go slow. Go ahead and do it again. I'm going to switch my headphones. These things are kind of How does that feel? Yeah. We only see what you saw. Better. Okay. Man, is it getting hot in here? You got a sweater on.
I know.
I better.
My house was freezing.
Was it? All right. Here's what. So we'll do the minor pentatonic. So this is the minor pentatonic. This is the scale that everybody should learn. And the other exercise you can do with this, and not to try to confuse you, but you're a fast learner, right? You got that down. That's pretty easy. The one thing I like to do with this one is, let's see what is on camera too. I like to do all of the. Now that's the box, right? I like to play this like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So play every note inside the minor pentatonic scale. It's just an exercise you can do. It doesn't sound like much, but it'll get you. Because later on, you'll play all this.
Do that with that picking pattern.
With alternate down, up, 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 down. The picking gets a little harder because there's only 3 on some of the strings, so you just have to keep alternating the picking. The other way you can practice is alternating picking, because so we know the scale. The scale's not going to change. Alternating picking, you can do any, and you should already do this. I don't know if you do this, but you can do the 1, 2, 3, 4 finger exercise. This is the first finger exercise my guitar teacher ever showed me. Yeah. But you have to, from now on, you'll have to alternate picking. 1, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, Zander, do it again. I'm going to talk about your form. It might be hard for everyone to be able to see. Alright, this is easy to see now. Zander, go ahead and play it again, Zander. Look at Zander's wrist. Alright, look at my wrist. See how flat my wrist is? Zander's doing this. You know, I'm doing this. Zander, you can see my wrist. It's harder on the string, but you see how my wrist? I take my hand like this, I shove it in like this, and then I just keep my thumb like on the very back of the guitar, like that, straight on the back. This is better. Yeah, your wrist can look out of whack. So your wrist is like this, but you want to do it. You want to keep your wrist pretty much straight, and the back of your thumb is just sitting on the back of your neck. It's not, when you're practicing these finger exercises, your thumb isn't over top of the neck. Like your thumb's not over this. Right? You can't do that, right? So the thumb is on straight on the back of the neck. The thumb is like this, on the back of the neck. And then your wrist is straight. Your thumb needs to be more like this, and your wrist needs to be, you need to be open like this. There you go, that's better. Now reach up with your 1, reach over with your 4, keep your 4, there you go. Keep your thumb there, keep your wrist sort of straight. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but it should be like, Now this is not even making it to the 4th, so you're going to have to slow down. Keep your thumb back here. The idea of this exercise is accuracy. So this needs to get all the way up there. Okay? You can practice this like this, Zander. This is a good way to do it. It's hard to get your pinky up there, so what I would do is get all 4 fingers on and move with your other hand, move it around until it feels like it's strong, like that, you know. Put all 4 fingers down, each one in where it should be, right? And get your wrist right, and you'll see. There you go. You're getting it. See, it's how awkward it feels. Now get your elbow out of your side. There you go. Yeah. Maybe turn this way a little bit. Get your elbow out of your side, and get your neck up a little bit. This will all help. Now your wrist should not be bent so much. So this is going to be every beginner is going to feel this. They're going to feel this weird thing. Zander, you can tilt your wrist a little bit down, like tilt your pinky to the floor a little bit, you know, to get that in there. But you can't be like this, and you can't be like this. You've got to be more like, there can be a little bit of you want to try to reach and stretch. You can stretch like that too. Then you want to get fast. That's not even very fast. And I'm not great at this either at high speeds. When you practice really a lot, you can get a lot faster. This would be a good way to practice this. With the metronome work. Sounds boring, but we'll do it together. We'll start at the 3. 1, 2, ready, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. Go to the next string. The third string, 3. Right back to the top. I left Zander in the dust here. Ready, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Next string. 3, 4, 5, 6. Next string. As you progress, you'll go to the 8th notes, like, later, and then you might go to triplets. I don't think on video I should try anything. Okay, so you can go to 16 too after that. So, I mean, this is live streamed, so it's on the internet now, so you can watch it. This is key. So, like, this is for you to be accurate. You're very young. Your fingers are still very young. You should not play fast. You should not try to play fast. Because when you try, if you're like this, and then it's just scratchy. And we all do it. Now, when I was, how old are you?
13.
So when I was like 15, 13, 14, I was about your age. I was in there, like, trying to play Metallica, and I was trying to, it's just scratching. So you can do that, but when it's practice time, when you're trying to build some dexterity, go slow, go to metronome, get a phone app on your metronome, say I'm going to do quarter notes, and I'm going to do faster, and triplet. It changes how your hand feels, but you're still all going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And then this whole thing you can do in the minor pentatonic. You can play all the notes in the minor pentatonic too. You know. Now, if you do this, we'll probably review this next time. Do you want to try to solo in the minor pentatonic? Are you brave enough for that? Michael?
If you pause that.
If it pauses this. Okay, so we're going to pause the video, and Zander's going to give give it a whirl. Or Michael's going to play it out. But here, you know what? I think we do. When we're going to play out, I'm going to play out. So we'll go back to that G, C, E minor, D, and then I'm going to show you the minor pentatonic scale with. I'm going to add in some little things, some bends. I'm going to stay in the scale. So everything you hear is going to be in the scale. So I want you to understand that this scale is powerful. You can add passing notes, you can add bends, you can go out and back in the scale and create basically any solo never leave the position. Let's try it. Let's do G, C, E minor, D, and it'll kick us in here. But I couldn't go out. So all of that I played right here. It's hard to hit a wrong note in the minor pentatonic, especially if you use passing tones. So if you hit a wrong, that's another lesson. If you hit a wrong note, what are you going to do? Just slide into the next one. I mean, especially in the pentatonic. You hit that wrong note, your brain says wrong note, slide up, back into the, you can improvise very easily in the minor pentatonic. All right, so thank you for watching this video. Zander, keep practicing. And you're gonna improvise, right? But it's gonna be off camera. This is Zander's first live stream. Is this your first live stream? Okay. All right. Zander mixes our live stream at church, though, don't you? All right, so we're going to come back. I think you guys want to do another session after this on rhythm. We'll turn on the air conditioner first. Ooh, it's toasty in here. You want to do some rhythm? Yeah, he does. He's like, I want to play guitar all night. All right, we'll see you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and follow along with Zander every week. Hopefully, we're going to get all these.